Hey guys, it's Marl and welcome to Let's Talk Baby. So, we're going to be talking about the 7 questions you need to ask yourself if you're thinking about having a baby. Now I know baby fever is going rampant right now. Like, all my friends want babies, but I was one of them. But there are some serious things you need to think about before you try and have a baby. All right, number 1, am I financially ready? That is a huge question. I mean, you're gonna have things like diapers, you're gonna have things like formula, you're gonna have things that you don't even think you'd have to pay for. And I know there are women out there who are like, I'm gonna breastfeed, I'm gonna cloth diaper, I'm gonna do this. And you know what? I have friends who do all of that. And they are awesome. But for me, I thought I was gonna breastfeed, I thought I was gonna cloth diaper. Girl, listen. Your diapers, you're gonna realize that you don't wanna do that. Laundry, you're also gonna realize that in some cities you're paying more for water and electricity, and you're also gonna think about formula. Some women just can't breastfeed, and that's okay, but be ready for the expense that you might have to pay for formula. Right now, I pay about $125 a month for formula minimum. Clothes are another thing. I buy clothes thrift, but you might not wanna buy clothes thrift, so be ready to have your baby, wanna sleep in a full sleeper. Or you might realize, oh my god, it's hot out, I need to go buy them a onesie, I need to go buy them something short-sleeved. So these things are gonna come up. The other thing you want to think about in terms of finance is you're gonna be tired and you might not want to cook. So do you have enough money for a takeout? At the end of my first month, believe it or not, I racked up a serious credit card bill that I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna pay for this? But these things happen and you have to be ready for that. And 2, get ready to always be tired. I mean, there is not a moment that I'm not tired. I worked in a coffee shop for 7 years and I have never been so tired. I mean, I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, going to work and working all day. I was a manager and I literally spent some days working 10 hours, 12 hours. And nothing compares to being as tired as being a mom, especially your first few months. You are on baby time, and baby time means you're gonna wake up every couple hours, and you might be lucky and have that baby that sleeps all day, but you don't know what kind of baby you're gonna have when you're thinking about having one. So are you ready for that? The other thing is you have to be a morning person, because usually your baby's gonna adapt to being awake when it's light out and sleeping when it's dark out, and you can't have your baby in a darkened room all the time. So get ready to be a morning person if you're not already. Number 3, are you patient? I mean, that's an extremely important thing. I'm someone, to be honest, am not the most patient. But when it comes to my baby, I just happen to be a little bit more patient. Sometimes you're not going to know what your baby wants, and you might be like, listen, I know all babies cries. No, you don't. You don't know when your baby's tired. You don't know when your baby has a poop in their diaper. You don't know when they have a cough and it's bothering them. You don't know when they have an itchy butthole. You don't know if they scratch themselves, if they have a hair caught in their arms because you're shedding, because at 3 months your hair is gonna fall to the ground. You don't know any of that. And I thought, oh my god, I know exactly what my baby sounds like. And yes, you have an idea, but you don't know. Do you get overwhelmed easily? I mean, I spent all day with Hunter and I get overwhelmed sometimes, but you have to be able to just woosah, you know? You know what I mean? Number 4, if you're a clean freak, say goodbye to those days, because you're gonna have toys on the ground, because you're gonna test everything to try and make sure your baby's calm. You're gonna have bottles in the sink if you're bottle feeding, you're gonna have diapers everywhere, you're gonna have burp cloths everywhere, baby's clothes are gonna be puked on all the time, so you're just gonna have a massive load of laundry. Listen, your house isn't gonna be clean and you need to deal with it. Number 5, are you ready emotionally? That means it's not about you anymore, it's about your baby. So that means you are not a priority all the time. That doesn't mean don't make yourself a priority sometimes, but at the end of the day, your baby comes first, and naturally, you're just gonna have to get used to that. And it's gonna come to you naturally, but don't be upset when you don't get all the nail and hair and eyebrow and lip. Listen, you're gonna have a mustache. Deal with it. It's okay, embrace it. It's gonna happen. Number 6, is my relationship strong enough? This is a big one, because you have to have a strong partnership in order for parenting to be a little bit easier. Do you have somebody in your life who's gonna split the responsibilities with you sometimes? When you need a break, are they gonna be there? Are they not gonna guilt you for spending time with your baby? And sex. Listen, it's gonna be an issue, okay? Sometimes after having a baby, you're not gonna be in the mood. I promise you, you're not gonna be in the mood. Is your hubby gonna be okay waiting until you're ready? You wanna make sure that you have a strong relationship so that you and your hubby can be on the same page when baby comes first. And number 7, expect the unexpected. So that means that all those people you thought might be able to help out, they might not be able to, and that's because they have their jobs, they have things they're gonna do. You might be far away from them, and it's okay, but are you ready to take the load, 100% load of the responsibility as a parent? That means constantly being on top of it, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So get ready to say goodbye to a lot of your social life, because a lot of your non-mommy and daddy friends might not be around. But that doesn't mean that you won't have a social life. I mean, I have taken to the internet big time. I have met so many awesome parents through the internet and become close with a lot of people that I wasn't once close with, because now we're both parents, and it's a beautiful thing. And you know what? You learn that even those people that you're like, oh, would I get along with them? You realize that you just put your crap aside and your mom's first, and you just become friends. And it's kind of awesome, because I've seriously reached out to those people, especially the people who have older babies than me. I really reached out to them because they've been a huge help. These are the 7 things you want to think about before you get knocked up. Thanks for watching. Let's talk baby.